It is found that the two forms, that is alpha D glucose and beta D glucose, differ only in the configuration of the OH group at C1. In the case of alpha D glucose, the OH group with the first carbon is shown on the right hand side, whereas in the case of beta D glucose, the OH with the first carbon is shown on the left hand side. So the two forms differ only in the configuration of the OH group at the first carbon. Therefore, the first carbon is known as anomeric carbon, and the two forms, that is alpha D glucose and beta D glucose, can be called as anomers. Let us now study about pyrano structure. What is pyran? Pyran is a cyclic organic compound with 5 carbon atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So a cyclic 6-membered ring structure can be drawn for glucose with respect to pyran, and that structure of glucose is known as pyrano structure. Thus we can have alpha D glucopyranos and beta D glucopyranos. Now to draw the structure of alpha D glucopyranos, we should start with alpha D glucose. Consider the first carbon. The first carbon has H and OH. So these groups are to be shown in the pyrano structure, that is for alpha D glucopyranos, in such a way that H is at the top and OH is below the plane. Now consider the second carbon. It has H and OH. These two groups should be shown in alpha D glucopyranos in such a way that H is at the top and OH is below the plane. Now consider the third carbon. We have OH and H groups. So here OH should be shown on the top and H below the plane. Next we have H and OH. H should be shown on the top and OH below the plane. Then next we have H and CH2OH. So CH2OH is shown on the top and H below the plane. So that is how we arrange the different atoms or groups in glucose. So we have to start with alpha D glucose, and using that structure of alpha D glucose, we can draw alpha D glucopyranos. In a similar way, consider beta D glucose. With respect to beta D glucose, we can draw the structure of beta D glucopyranos. But the only difference when you draw beta D glucopyranos is with the arrangement of the H and OH groups present in the first carbon. There is no difference in the arrangement of the other groups. Now consider the first carbon. In alpha D glucose, we have H on the top and OH below the plane. It is with the first carbon. Now consider the first carbon in beta D glucopyranos. Here OH should be shown on the top and H below the plane. That is the only difference. We shall now discuss about another carbohydrate, that is fructose. The molecular formula is C6H12O6. Fructose is a ketohexose. It is a ketose because the functional group present is a ketonic group, and it is hexose because 6 carbon atoms are present in fructose. Thus fructose is a ketohexose. It is prepared by the hydrolysis of sucrose. Fructose is found in fruits, honey as well as vegetables. We can show the spatial arrangement of hydroxyl groups in fructose. Just like in the case of glucose, the configuration or the spatial arrangement of hydroxyl groups is shown with respect to D plus glyceraldehyde. In the case of fructose also, we can show the spatial arrangement of hydroxyl groups with respect to D-glyceraldehyde. In D-glyceraldehyde, the OH is shown on the right hand side. It is for the lowest asymmetric carbon that OH is shown on the right hand side. In a similar way here, in fructose, the OH is shown on the right hand side. Since the configuration is similar to that of D-glyceraldehyde, here we have D-fructose. But it is minus fructose. Minus sign shows that fructose is levorotatory. D minus fructose exists in two cyclic forms, alpha D fructose and beta D fructose. So let us now learn how to draw the structures of alpha D fructose and beta D fructose. For that we should start with D minus fructose. Number the carbon atoms so that the CH2OH carbon on the top should be numbered as 1 and the CH2OH carbon which is at the bottom will be the 6th carbon. Now also consider the ketonic group present with the 2nd carbon and the OH group present with the 5th carbon. By the interaction of the ketonic group and the OH present with the 5th carbon, a ring will be formed so that the 2nd carbon will be attached to the 5th carbon through an oxygen atom. So this cyclic structure is known as alpha D fructose. Note that in alpha D fructose, the OH group with the 2nd carbon is shown on the right hand side. Since OH is present on the right hand side, that is with the 2nd carbon, it is considered as alpha D fructose. Now consider beta D fructose. Here, the OH group with the 2nd carbon is shown on the left hand side. So that is why it is taken as beta D fructose. For fructose, two structures can be drawn with respect to furan. Furan is a 5-membered cyclic compound with 4 carbon atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So with respect to the structure of furan, we have two structures for fructose known as alpha D fructofuranose and beta D fructofuranose. Let us now see how to draw the structure of these two forms. To draw the structure of alpha D fructofuranose, we should start with alpha D fructose. Here, the CH2OH group and the OH group present with the 2nd carbon should be shown in the furanose structure in such a way that the CH2OH group is on the top and OH is below the plane. Now consider the 3rd carbon. We have OH and the H group. It should be shown in such a way that OH is on the top and H is below the plane. The H and the OH groups with the 4th carbon is shown in such a way that H is on the top and OH is below the plane. Then consider the 5th carbon. We have H and CH2OH groups. These are shown in such a way that CH2OH is shown on the top and H below the plane. Now coming to beta D fructofuranose, the difference will be only in the arrangement of the CH2OH and the OH groups shown with the 2nd carbon atom. In the case of beta D fructofuranose, these two groups with the 2nd carbon atom should be shown in such a way that OH is on the top and CH2OH is shown below the plane.